Hello, good morning. My name is Anu, and today I'll be talking about planning your dream wedding on budget without breaking a bank, or should I say, planning your dream wedding without having to go into debt. Please, before I go right into the video, I would like to make you know that if you're hearing any sound, any noise from outside, it's because I'm filming directly close to Lagos Ibadan Expressway, and I let me show you. Can you see that? That's Lagos Ibadan Expressway, and my mic is not here, so you might be hearing some noise because my device is picking it. Please manage this with me. I have to get this out today. So I'll be talking about planning your wedding without breaking a bank. I know that every individual has a dream wedding, like we all have what we want for our wedding and all of that. And I've heard a lot of things. People have different opinions when it comes to planning weddings and all of that. And I used to tell people, one thing that is sure is that if you have plenty money to use on your wedding, to buy your comfort and get everything that you have dreamt of, please go ahead. If you don't have enough, please don't borrow. That's my only thing. Do you enjoy your wedding to the fullest? Don't let people tell you that, oh, it's budget wedding that is good, it's too much wedding that is good. Don't let people be superstitious with that. Enjoy your wedding, but I am against borrowing. Don't borrow, don't go into debt because you want to do a wedding. So planning your dream wedding, it doesn't have to drain you, it doesn't have to drain your wallet, you don't have to go into debt, like I've said. And the first step is that you have to set a goal that is realistic for yourself. Yes, I wrote down some points, that's why it might look like I'm looking down. I don't want to forget my line of thoughts, and I want this video to be as direct as possible. So first thing first is that know your budget. What are the things that you need? And see, in every wedding, the top priority, we have just 3 top priorities. We have the venue, we have the food, entertainment for your guests, and then we have photography or videography. Photography most especially because it captures the moment and then it gives you memory of what happened there. What happened today. Photography is very important. Then the venue that you are going to use is also very important, and then entertainment for your guests. So first thing first, after you do your budgeting, don't forget the 3 top things on your priority list. That's the venue. So what venue are you going to use and all of that, and number of guests that you are going to have and all of that. Those should be on your priority list. Don't forget, venue is very important. So when you are looking at the venue, you don't have to look for a venue that is extremely above your budget. You have to look for a venue that it is still within your budget. Don't forget I said you need a budget first. So you have to have a total budget. You have to have a planning book, and that's what you will work with. For me, when I wanted to get married, this was what I did. I listed everything that was important out, and then because I wasn't going to take an event planner, I listed everything that was important out. I listed everything that I've dreamt of that I wanted in my wedding. I listed everything out. And then, okay, I was going to take this, my husband was going to take this, my husband family are going to take this, and all of that. And then I make sure that there's somebody at every point. Somebody is doing something. Like for food, our parents were in charge. They took care of the guests and all of that. And then for our friends, we appointed people from church. Okay, this person should be in charge and make sure that everybody in church eats. For where I work, this person should be in charge and make sure that everybody, for where my husband works, that's how we did it, and everybody were comfortable. For the venue, we knew what we wanted and we got what we wanted. So it wasn't, even after the wedding, there was no debt. Ensure that after the wedding, it's not like anybody is going to go into debt. And if you don't have what is the name called, money for reception and all of that, make sure that the venue for the engagement and church is where it's accessible for people and all of that. And after that, even if it's just small refreshment that you can afford, just do it. Let people take their takeaway and go. And if you cannot afford to give people food, it's all well and good. And I used to tell people, if it's possible, just take it on the what's the name called, engagement this time and church this time. But I used to advise, if you are bringing people for engagement and your church, at least give them food at the engagement. Give them food once. Then maybe at the church you will not give them, but at the engagement, please give them food. And if you know that you are not going to be entertaining people, don't call the whole world, because people will be traveling down and all of that, and then you are giving them, they are not going without anything. No, that's no good. And that's on food. So make sure that if you are not going to provide food for people, make sure that you don't call people from every part of the world. Just make it intimate, do what you want to do, and you are married. We can come and be doing the next, we can come and be rejoicing with you on the internet. Do you understand? And then things that you can do by yourself, like try to do things by yourself. It's interesting that if you get to do some things by yourself at your wedding, it always comes with pride. I'm telling you, like, oh, I made this my fan by myself. I'm not saying that if you are not good at it, you will now wear something or use something at your wedding that is not good. But I'm saying that if there are things that you can do by yourself, for example, you are a fashion designer, and then you know that you can actually design a nice dress for yourself and your bridesmaids, why not? Go all the way out for yourself and do it. Your bouquet, if you can do it by yourself, your decoration, if you can do it by yourself, or you have people that can do it, your invitation card. That's why we have Canva. We have different, like your invitation card, you can do it by yourself, and then you just have to go and print it. These are things that would help you to cut costs. And then if there are things that you know people around can do, oh please, I'm getting married and I know that you make bouquet as my friend, what are the things that I need to put in place? Ask for a favor. Involve family members. I believe that we don't have bad friends. involve family members and friends that have creative skills that can help you. And then you can save on the dresses. And for me, I'm somebody that doesn't like to rent. I never wanted to rent my wedding dress. And okay, when they were now calling big prices that was more than mine, I remember that my mom had a wedding gown. I was really very nice. I wore it and I loved it. Although I'm not going to lie, on the wedding day I wasn't liking the way it was looking on my body, but trust me, the first time I wore that dress, I knew this was my wedding dress. The second time I wore it too at my tailor's place, because I went to add some stones and all of that to the dress, I just loved it. But wearing it on my wedding day, I didn't like it. But trust me, I wish I could. If after this video you can go and watch my live video, yes, my live video is there. You can check my wedding. I was live for my wedding, so you can go and watch the video. And for me, the wedding gown saved a lot. And I didn't just wear it because it saved a lot. I wore it because it was like an history. Not like I'm repeating my parents' history or anything, but it was a thing of joy that after 30 years, I get to wear my mom's wedding gown and all of that. I didn't like the way it was looking, but I still loved it in pictures. It actually now later came out nice in the pictures and all of that. So you can save on the dresses. If you want to rent, if you are okay with renting, there is no problem. If there are creatives out there, there are fashion designers that will help you make something that you don't have to break a bank and all of that. There are some frivolous things that we do that are not necessary during wedding. Do you know? Like, for example, there are some people that they just want their wedding to trend, and then they pay, not that they have the money. If you have the money to pay blogs and all this Sebella Naija and all of that to make your wedding okay and all of that, why not? By all means. Sorry, duty calls. I have to do some things. That's why it looks like I'm divided, but I'm much with you. And if you have these people to help you do your publications and all of that, it's okay. But if you don't have the money and then you have to go through loans and all of that to so that your wedding can be popular, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Why not tell your friends, like put friends together? At least you cannot tell me that you don't have at least one friend that is so popular, and call the person, ask the person, this is the gift I want for my wedding, help me post it, let everybody know. And you to post it by yourself, let it go viral. It will go viral instead of wasting money on frivolous things. And then you can create your own playlist for your wedding. Like, I remember one time like that a friend wanted to get married. I remember a time like that a friend of mine wanted to get married. You know what she did? Called people from church to come and sing at her wedding. It was so nice. It was so nice. What they just did was they created a playlist. So they brought, it was like DJ and Bobelere infused in one. Choir from church, and then they had this mixer or something that they used to sing when it was DJ time. That time that they used to sing all this, I found the love for me. It was so nice. They didn't waste money. The only thing that they wasted, they paid money for was transportation, because the choir did not collect anything from her. And it was so nice. It was really very sweet. And then another important thing for your wedding is photography. Either you're on budget or not, I don't want to know. Photography, please look for a way to cut costs. Like, no matter how it is, no matter how small it is, please make sure you take a photographer. I have a friend that didn't use a photographer during her wedding, and I'm telling you, I'm sure that she's still out still now, like no photographer, no videographer, nothing. It was just what we had full memory of, and it doesn't make sense to me, honestly. No matter what, please just save the memory. Save the memory. Like, save the memory, please save the memory, and God will help us, because in everything it's still God that will help and all of that. And wedding cake, I don't want to talk about my wedding cake, but my wedding cake was really very nice. You can check it. It was really very nice. But I tell you, there are ways you can. Do you know you can make a wedding cake by yourself? I didn't make mine by myself anyways. But you can make a wedding cake by yourself, and it will not be disastrous. And I'm telling you. And if you can't make it by yourself, there is no way. Please pick small designs. Pick designs that it will not cut back. It will not cut back. And do you know that you can use the same cake for traditional and church? And there was a friend, she had a very big wedding. Let me tell you what she did. I just remember now. Let me tell you what she did for her wedding. What she did was that it was a dummy cake that they used for her. So it reduced, it was a big cake, and it was dummy cake. There was now one part there that they put small cake, so that when they want to do toast, they will be able to, honestly. And that was it. And that was it. If people are well fed, nobody will ask you for cake. I am telling you, that's just, don't tell anybody that I told you. If people are well fed, nobody will ask you for cake. I'm telling you, nobody will ask you for cake. And then, like I've said before, please trim your guest list. Reduce guest list. Don't. It's a wedding on budget. Do you know that it's all this? If you have the money to call the old, fine. Also have celebrities that have done that and they enjoyed it. But trust me, there is beauty in little. if you can afford calling the old, fine. But because we're talking about budget now, please trim your guest list. Everybody does not have to come. Everybody does not have to come. And do you know the reason why what's the name called? Your venue is important. The reason why your venue is important is because it would dictate the kind of decoration you have. No matter how the venue is, you shall have to decorate, no matter how little this decoration is. So if you have gone and do venue gbengbe, you will do decoration gbengbe, guys. Sorry for sounding, I'm sorry for sounding rash, I'm sorry for sounding rash. But if you do venue gbengbe, you will do decoration gbengbe. That's your Yoruba friend for the meaning of gbengbe. If you go and take venue that is more than your power, like that is big, you have to decorate well. You understand? So that's another thing. Your venue determines your decoration, and please let your decoration to make sense. It's not that you will be overshooting, and decorator too, they will now be doing their own. And it is well. And in everything, in every relationship, have you noticed that there is always the spender and there is always somebody that knows how to cut the coat according to their sizes? So let the spender always keep check. Have we gone beyond our budget? That's why budgeting is important. Like, let the spender, let the person that is the checker, let the person always know, have we gone beyond our spending? Like, track your spending. Don't just bring money out on impulse. Yes, there are some things that will just come out at the, like, almost die minute and all of that, but please track your spending. You just don't spend money like that because you have it. And lastly, I have to tell you something, that having a dream wedding is not in how much you have spent. Honestly, like, you will hear people that didn't even spend much say they had their dream wedding. There is still anniversaries that you can now do more than what you like. There's still much anniversaries. There's 5 years, there's 10 years, there's 15 years, there's 20, there's 25. Like, how there's 3 years. How you want to do it, you can have your dream wedding at any time. I just want you to know that if you love your husband, and you love your wife, and you love your parents, and you love all the guests that are there, that's the memory. That is what they call dream wedding. The memories, the beauty, the love, and everything that you people shared that day. That is what is called dream wedding. Nothing else. Like, dream wedding, go, is that love and the memory and the happiness that was shared that day. So instead of thinking about, I want to do this, I want to do that, and that's the dream wedding, I want you to know that the memories that you share that day, the love, the happiness, that's the dream in that wedding. And I hope I've been able to, like, help somebody out there trying to plan their wedding and all of that. And I hope I'll be able to convince, not confuse you, that you can actually have your dream wedding on budget and you live happily ever after. Yes, you will live happily ever after. So until I come your way another time, which is next week by God's grace. Remember this. Bye.